Those of you who would viciously accuse me of being melodramatic need to always bear in mind this isn't even just about my mother. It isn't even just about that. Remember what I dealt with Donald for all those years, okay? And Donald and his, quote, devout Christian, unquote, mother, okay? This just isn't about this. I don't want to fucking be here anymore. And you could say, well, why don't you just kill yourself? Because vicious people have said that to me. Well, you know what? Just because I'm afraid to die, I've never been afraid to engage in, quote, self-destructive behavior, unquote, okay? There's more than one way to die. There's more than one way to die, people. You understand? There's putting it in the hands of fate. And I always have to worry about the goddamn police pigs, you know? Because people see anything strange and they'll call the police. Now, especially nowadays. They see anything they even think's remotely strange, they'll call the police. But I'm not going to stay here very long. And to that woman, what did you ask me? You like my lips? Am I into women? No. I slept with 2 women when I was in my 20s. I was working for that phone sex company as an overnight moderator, okay? And they were one of the women. I was the woman that the guys call up, and I describe the non-existent women, because all those women in the books don't exist. We describe whatever. We'd say, we have this one, and then we have that one, and then you get someone who doesn't even look like that, okay, to make a long story short. But I became friends with some of those women, and they were one of them was bisexual, the second one was bisexual. The first one, it was fun dancing with her. It was just fun, just to whatever. Did I enjoy the sex? No. The second one I did for her just because she was my friend, and the first one was we're going to be really good friends after this. Yeah, that didn't happen. I never even saw you again. And the second one, we were friends, but no, I'm not really into women. Am I attracted to some women? Yeah. Do I think certain women are really, really sexy? Yeah. Jennifer Lopez is way, way up there, okay? That doesn't mean I would want to sleep with her. I'm not into women, not like I am into men, but then I'm afraid of all men, so it's kind of, you know, it's a complex conundrum, complex mess, but that's the story of my life, okay? I owe nobody anything. Nobody anything. I got my old body back after being this. I owe nobody anything, okay? I don't owe anybody anything. I don't know anybody anything, okay? Anybody anything. And I'm not doing very good, understandably so. You can say you do have people on your side. Just like some people out here call you beautiful and brilliant. Doesn't matter. It doesn't sink in. All that sinks in is Marion. And Marion has all this control over my mother. And I'm never going to win against her, okay? All that sinks in is Marion. But remember, it's not just Marion. It's my father, too. Do you know hangnails can become infected? Did you know that? They're very dangerous. There's a hangnail I have now, and my finger's hurting me, and it probably is infected. Because I was pulling at it I was in the shelter, and I didn't have anything. I didn't have tweezers, didn't have anything like that, and they don't have anything community, of course, because that would be germs or what, you know what I mean? So I was pulling at it. It's hurting me. It's hurting me. I told a woman this morning, because she told me about zinc and the little circles on your fingers. She was just talking about that one day, the zinc in the fingers, and that's you're deficient in zinc if you have the things on the moons on your fingers. I said, how come I only have them on some fingers? Well, you're just a little bit deficient in zinc. Okay, all right, that's fine. What about hangnails? She didn't know, and I briefly told her. Because remember, I tell people shit. I'll even tell them about Donald. I just don't want to say about my mother's schizophrenia, because that's a stigma on me, okay? It's a lifelong stigma on me. And then, of course, as we know, Marion threw a party because I finally, even though she's been deeming me crazy for years, she finally got her proof. Just less than a couple years ago, she got her proof, okay? My father, I told him my finger was hurting me. I was like 15, because it was before we moved to Florida in the middle of my junior year when I was 16 and a half. So we have to say it was when I was still living in Massachusetts with him. So I had to have been 15, right? My father told him my finger was hurting me. He didn't care. Remember, I always say that Diane cared about me because she did. She didn't treat me like shit. But how much did she really care about me? Because she didn't force my father to do anything. She didn't force him to stop. She used to say you shouldn't treat her that way. But I told him my finger was hurting me. He ignored it, thought I was making it up. A month went by. Finally, because my finger was turning green, he took me to the hospital, okay? It was an infected hangnail, and they told him it was approaching inflammation, gangrene. They put 3 needles in it was my middle finger, and actually, interestingly enough, it's my middle finger right now that's hurting me, but that I can feel it, that could be infected because it's hurting me, you know. But anyway, when I press on it, it's there, and it could be infected just like it was a million years ago, 30 years ago? Just about, yeah. Okay, so, not a whole month went by. Please take me to the doctor. He's not going to do it because he's a cheap fucking bastard, remember? And he doesn't really care about me. He can pretend all he wants. I wish I'd killed myself in high school. I should have done it. I didn't do it, but I wish I had, okay? Should have killed myself back in high school when I wanted to, but I didn't do it, did I? Okay? Hangnail. He wouldn't take me to the fucking doctors. He's gonna say now, you tell your brother you lied about me. Just ask Jay. Just ask his girlfriend, Diane, which is my dad's girlfriend, who was with, you know. No, I won't ask them. I know. It's all written in my 100+ journals, written in the old journals, and it's in my head. In my head. Because despite what my family both sides believes, I'm fucking not even remotely an idiot, okay? He wouldn't take me to the doctors. I had a fucking my finger hurts. He wouldn't take me. A month went by. A whole month went by. And guess what? My finger was turning green and it was swelling up. Then he took me to the hospital. They put 3 needles in my finger and sliced it open, and you wouldn't even believe all the pus that was inside. They told me it was like gangrene. It was nearing gangrene. I could have lost my finger because of my bastard father, who's gonna now tell me, you tell your brother you lied about me, because he wants his son. He never wants me, you know? Never. You're gonna condemn me for wanting to show off this body? I did it. I got back this body because I can't be famous, but I made myself famous out on YouTube, didn't I? I made myself famous out on YouTube, and I got my body back. It's something, because I don't want to fucking be here. You understand? I don't want to fucking be here, but I want to be here less when I'm this. And I'm not even talking about the outside appearance. I'm talking about what I was in my head with that fucking bastard Donald Wood and his fucking quote about Christian, unquote, mother hope, okay? Omar's at my mom's. My mom becomes selfish and belligerent. She doesn't even care about the dogs when she's sick, you know? My stuff's there. My dog's there. I have nowhere to go. What the fuck am I supposed to do? And I have nobody to help me. Therapist and the caseworker shelter, what can they do? They can't. They can at least give me support, you know? But that's all they can do. They can't fucking help me. End of story.